we're going to continue the storyline quest now that I have the gear for it. Sprint. Boom. Yes, you have no game sound anymore, or at least for now. I'm trying to watch an episode of Ted Lasso while doing this. But you have me, and I'm amazing. Not really. I can barely stand myself sometimes. Back to Galfried. Alright, bud, what's up? What's up? I got gear now, finally, dude. Ready for inspection, are we? Right, then. Eyes forward, back straight. Yes, I think you will pass muster. You would be surprised at how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection, even though my headpiece is literally just an eye patch. That passes muster. It gave me like 21 armor, I think. Let me see. I can't do it right now. Degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty, Mercy. Oh, and you're going to give me another lance, which I just got in order to complete your... Take 100 gold instead. Wait. Archer Bard. Conjure. Ooh, I could take a wand. Yeah, when I play White Mage, I'll take the wand. I'm going to just continue. But that was the completion of the one that I couldn't complete earlier. Passing muster. Anyway, on to better things. Ah, Mercy, by your tireless efforts, you have proven yourself a friend to Gridania. I believe you can be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I would assign you a mission of considerable import, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged your participation. I am authorized to tell you only that it concerns suspicious activity in the Twelves Wood. Say that you will lend us your aid, and I shall proceed with the briefing. Chasing shadows. We cut to cutscene. Fade to black. Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You nod your head. You will by now have heard that a suspicious individual has been seen prowling the Twelves Wood. You may also be aware that Ixali, I-X-A-L-I, Ixali activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you may not know is that this increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tightened our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, our quarry is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in on our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry, Mercy. For their sake, I ask that you aid us in this investigation. You nod your head. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. I shouldn't have got the White Mage thing, because I think when I beat the White Mage level 5 quest, it'll give me a freaking White Mage thing. Stupid. Anyway, begin your search at Lifemend Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support, lest our quarry catch scent of our presence and evade us yet again. Proceed with caution. Fuck your caution. Run. Wait, I gotta sprint. Sprint. I will try to stop doing that. Keyword try. I could probably just stop doing it, I guess. I do have to turn the sound back on for this, because I believe this is the first time we have voice acting going on. So, boop. Is that working? Yes. Cool. You can hear the waterfall. Beautiful waterfall. I just kind of run up an incline into like basically into a cave or through a cave that has outletted me into like a round circular area. Round and circular, but imagine that. That is cordoned off by cliffs all around. There's one gigantic tree and then a pretty big stump with a magicked blade that's glowing that I shall pull from the stump. I'm hoping that the Final Fantasy sounds. You are about to enter an instanced battle. Instanced battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active wheel. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, whatever. Level sync, level 9. Not gonna be a problem. Level 8. Yeah. Okay. As you inspect the blade, you look around, just wondering like about your whereabouts. What's going on here?
Look, someone's already here.
Standing before you? Hold on.
Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
Her name is Animated Pugilist for now. She is wearing white, flowing, kind of a tunic that goes all the way down to her wrists, and she's got like a turban kind of white thing on top of her head. She also has goggles on most of the time, but the white tunicky thing goes down to just about like mid-thigh, and then below that I'm pretty sure she has boots, but I'm looking at the backside of her right now, not by choice, but we'll figure it out.
It takes a lot less than that to incite the green wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the 12's Wood, we almost ended up as a tree's dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papalymo's fault, of course, though he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong.
I like how they talk over each other. So yeah, her tunic actually only goes to her waist, and then she has like short white shorts on that don't even cover like the outside of her thighs. Like there's just patch missing on each leg, but the inside of her thighs is covered. So congratulations. And her boots are actually red, and they go up to her about like a little bit above her knee, like they're protective boots. And she's got like black fingerless, I guess fingerless gloves with kind of a gold chain around them a little bit. And next to her, her partner, I would assume, is a Lalafell, and she's human, blondish hair underneath the cap. And she always seems to have like blindfold over her eyes, as if she doesn't need her sight. Anyway, next to her is a Lalafell with a black staff, pointy ears, kind of lightish blonde hair. He's got a monocle. He's like, as all Lalafell are, short, 2.5 feet maybe 3 feet. He's got a black robe with kind of a white top part to it. And also looks like he has goggles that just are flipped down. They kind of hang around his neck.
No, not this one. Not even close. Kupo!
That's the Moogle.
You know her, Kuplo Cop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
Oh, it's one of the Moogles from the carriage earlier in the very beginning of the game. I think the one that drank. The Lalafell puts on his goggles and looks around. They have a glowing orb on top of them, as if...
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well, and newly manifested at that.
He drops his goggles down back to his neck.
Kuplo Cop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
IDK, bro.
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow,
The ground
and this
starts
sort
to shake.
of thing happens.
A giant, like, tree limb with claws at the end comes out. And you are apparently surrounded by a bunch of those big tree things that I was talking about in a different quest. That have, like, giant tree hair. And they're
It seems we have little choice.
They're fatter than Ents. They're, more rotund. also a bit shorter for that reason, but not by a whole lot. They're just rotund. Time to kill them. You want to get eaten? Hit them harder. I'm trying. The little guy, the black mage, is throwing out big old ice bombs. And the gal in white is punching them with some badass looking fist weapons. Well, I'm poking them with a stick. Some newbies have joined us? Where are you? There you are. Some little round dudes joined us. Or joined us against us. Dispatched back on us. Needed to heal myself at all, yeah. But that's just tradition in these fights. Usually they're pretty easy. There's some take some strategery. These little bulbs keep attacking me. Grand old 53 damage with that crit. Trees down. Duty complete. The white pugilist is on the ground, sitting on her butt, and the Lalafell's bent over, breathing hard in that one. There's a blue crystal thing on the ground, and you walk over and, as you would with any glowing blue crystal, you would probably... Oh, nope, it floats up to you. And the screen turns white, and now black. You're floating in darkness. Like at the beginning of the game, and then there's that big white wheel, big glowing white wheel underneath you, a couple like wheels around each other, and one of the spots on the wheel glows blue and shoots into the sky. And now there's kind of blue stardust falling around you, and the screen turns white again.
Hear, feel, think.
You look up, and all of a sudden there's comets, just light comets falling from the sky. Not at you, kind of around you. The screen turns white again. They were like falling from some kind of like swirling cloudy vortex thing.
Crystal bearer.
Giant blue crystal is full.
I am Heidelin, all made one.
It's actually only about as big as you.
A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them.
You see a bunch of differently shaped crystals kind of floating around you in a circle. And then floating around a giant crystal. "50 stories tall.
By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart."
You see like what kind of looks like a ghostly form, and then another one all floating into the giant crystal, it seems. And then you kind of shoot off toward the crystal. You fly around it, navigating the peaks and valleys of it.
Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
Then you have a white screen. And you're back, staring up at a night sky with stars everywhere. You're on your back, knocked down apparently.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
There's the white...
Our culprit, it would seem. An Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain.
How to explain what an Ixal or Ixali looks like? Slender, tall. The chest is a bit big. Kind of like birdmen, in a way. I think they have beaks, but they also have horns.
That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders.
I think they also have a tail. They're mostly brown and black.
This is Papalimo. We found the
How are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixali
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida? Oh, loud, tactless. Much the same as always.
Things you miss when you click through these.
Giant crystals? Can't say I've seen any. Are you sure you're feeling better?
I believe you just tried to explain what happened while you were out.
Understood. Over and out.
Papalimo's looking at you. Sorry, his name's Papalimo, sorry.
Kuplo Cop,
The Lalafell.
please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kaboom!
Kaboom! I can't do that high of a voice if I try. Kaboom! No, I'm not gonna do it.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
Yeah, just so you know, my Moogle voice will be high, but it won't be... It'll kill me. I used to be a tenor.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
She waves to you. She's a cutie.
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplo Cop, do you?
And this occurs to you now? Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless you don't know what's going on either.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I could see the Moogle. Okay, jeez. Time to pull a sword from a stump. I'm the king now. Bow to me. Let's sprint all the way back through like the cave tunnel, the rock tunnel, past the beautiful waterfall. I like waterfalls a lot. We have some falls nearish where I grew up, maybe like a half an hour to an hour from where I grew up, called Multnomah. M-U-L-T-N-O-H? M-A-ish. That's about what it's called. And they're awesome. It's parking is ridiculous. I actually did an accidental like hour-long both ways hike to get there because I parked way far away. Like, not that far for a car, but for a person to walk, it was far. And the pathway, there was a pathway through the hills, or like along the cliff face, the rocks and such. And I was actually scared for a bit of like mountain lions because sometimes they exist. But I think there's enough people there that it's probably not that big a deal usually. But I was tired. It was like an hour of hiking and then an hour of trying to hitchhike back to my car, which was probably stupid. But I think anyway. What's up, Galfried? Here's a sword, bro. Mercy, it is good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you had been spotted doing battle with enraged treants. I am relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lifemen's Stump? Here's your sword. A sword in the stump and a dead Ixal. I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastman's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the central shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. No, it's a sword. That was bad, I'm sorry. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? So you have finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalymo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land and have been with us since before the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish and their exchange is baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come, Mercy. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. I get money and experience. Am I level 9 now? Am I? Oh my gosh. I'm 30 experience points from 90. End of this quest.